There's a group of people who are very excited over Donald Trump's victory, and that is the January 6th rioters. And isn't it good news when the results of the presidential election are greeted with cheers by the people who tried to end American democracy? But anyway, they in general are happy, and we'll get to some examples. I want to start with one of the, I think, objectively saddest example, which is this. This is video of Ashli Babbitt's mother celebrating outside of the DC jail where many of the rioters are held.
Today was amazing. Woke up with the president of the United States, the rightful president, back in his spot. And today, after 828 days, we're gonna pop some champagne and raise a glass to President Trump.
It's the night after the election.
Mama Mickey, we love you, honey. And we are so grateful for you bringing this freedom family together.
Okay, so we're gonna get to why many of the rioters are happy about Trump winning, but I wanna start there because now as a person, I have a daughter, Sharon, you have a daughter. If you lose your kid, I, on one level, give you whatever license you want, however you respond to that, you do you, it's unimaginable. I don't even want to imagine it for the purposes of this hypothetical. But I will say, if my daughter died needlessly and tragically because of a 2-bit con artist like this, I would be following him around the country, but not to cheer him on, I'll say that. And just the fact that she lost her kid and she's more committed to the guy that indirectly got her killed is utterly tragic to me. It's like, oh, like you see that clip and maybe people think different things. That is a horror story to me being acted out in that video. Sharon, feel free to disagree. What do you think?
I couldn't agree more. I don't even want to imagine it either. But had I lost the most precious gift in the world, my daughter, I would not be thanking the cult leader who not just contributed to her demise, is directly responsible. Had he not done and his enablers what they did, a call to action, reaching people and lying to people who I believe were in a vulnerable state, not excusing responsibility, she would likely be alive. Her daughter would be alive. I feel for this woman. I hate that she is still in this place, having already lost the most important person, I'm sure, in the world to her, in a place where she is mired in this, and maybe it soothes her. Maybe it soothes her soul. I don't see how it can. It's not gonna bring her daughter back, and it is a pain point for me to see this woman living in this fog.
Yeah, it killed me. Like it's affected me right now. Like I know I would, if I lost my daughter, that's it for me, by the way. Yep. That's just it for me. There's no coming back from that. There's nothing after that. Don't care about anything after that. And like the way I see this is it's like a more specific, more direct version of what we saw all throughout the first year or two of the pandemic, where all of these people die. They see their partners die. They see their kids die. They see their parents die. They see their family members and friends and associates die. Less specifically directly connected to Donald Trump and the Republicans, but still obviously connected. And they're fine with it. The vast majority were fine with it. Their loved ones are dead and they're fine with it because of the power of propaganda. But this is way more direct. Like if anything was gonna get through to you, this should have gotten through to you. Ashli Babbitt should be alive, and if not for Donald Trump's petulant need to craft a narrative that the election had been stolen from him so that he could come back and run again in 4 years, she would be alive. That is utterly indisputable. She died because of him. And because of her, she has responsibility. She chose to go there. You know, she's not some passive pawn, but she would not have been there if not for Donald Trump. And her family is cheering him on. You think Donald Trump thinks about Ashli Babbitt? He'll mention her in a campaign ad or something. Stephen Miller will write in a line about her to a rally speech. You think he's losing sleep because of Ashli Babbitt at this point? He does not give a damn. I am sure that he considered it to be, when it happened, well, this will get my side fired up because they killed one of our people. It's a useful martyr for my cause. Screw her. She's a tool. Maybe I'm projecting here. Feel free to think about Donald Trump differently, but it breaks my goddamn heart to see this.
Yeah.
Now that said, anything you want to add there, or do you want to move on to the other items?
It breaks my heart too. I was just going to say, when you mentioned Stephen Miller, that don't forget he would have had to remind Donald Trump of her name. Donald Trump doesn't even remember her name. They have to continuously, I know this, it's just true, have to remind him, have to say it over and over again. And if we had outtakes, we'd probably see where he still got it wrong several times. That's how little he cares.
100%. And look, a lot of politicians are like that with their case study people that they mention. But like, you think Donald Trump, a guy possessing like the least empathy out of literally anyone in the country, cares at all about that? When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?